Okay, y'all. I had to stop in order to answer another nonsensical scam call. Okay, to my number. I don't know if y'all get those or not, but it's becoming ridiculous. At this point, I'm starting to wonder why we report such activities to the FBI and stuff like that, because it seems to be happening more and more and more. I honestly don't understand what that's a good thought. Like, what does the government do exactly? Like, I feel like they tell us don't, like, the government's advice is don't get scammed. But yet they're like, okay, and report the scams. But they don't do anything. And then, like, their advice is like, don't get scammed. And I'm like, is that really, like, I really don't have to take time out of my day for you to tell me just don't do business with a scammer because you'll get scammed. I mean, that's just common sense, right? I'm starting to like get, is it just me, or is it that, see, because then that's really alarming, because it's starting to feel like it's some type of that the government is trying to give the perception that they have some type of that they exert some type of authority, or guardrails or something for the information superhighway, for the monetary fiduciary scams and identity scams and stuff. And it's almost like it's a farce, like it's part of the Matrix. Because if you really think about it, when's the last time you reported a scam and you saw anything happen from that? And they're like, thank you for this will help. I mean, but you never ask, like, when, how. I'm still getting these calls. They're still trying. Like, whatever you're doing, it's not working. Like, is it just me? I feel like I'm some type of freak or something. Is it just me? Or it, like, I feel like the reason why they made that website is so that people can, what do you call it? Like a placebo effect or something? Like, okay, we'll report what happened right here. Get it off of your chest. Okay. And now, now do you feel better? You feel better. Okay. All right. We're glad that we can, like, and that's like, but yet nothing happened. And then they do it the next day. Like, okay, maybe it's just me. I feel like some type of freak or something of nature that's starting to be like, okay, is this whole thing a farce? Like, do they have absolutely no control whatsoever over the telephone line? Over the telephone lines. Do you have no control? Is it like completely the wild, wild west? They have all of our information. Here's the thing. The United States government, and not just the government, but like, because then they'd be like, well, that's totally not us, No, let's not give them past. And this don't have nothing to do with this video. But I'm going to say it because it's my channel and I'm mad about these scam calls. These companies have all of our information, like all of our information. Okay? And sensitive information. And everywhere we go, we have to divulge that. It's not like we can opt out of divulging information. And then to a certain extent, you want to have information to establish a bond of some sort, a fiduciary contractual bond, a trust of, well, you know who I am, so therefore I can. But at a certain point, I'm like, are we getting to a point where we just can't do that anymore? Like, if you're not married to somebody, if you are not I don't know, if you're not married, if you're not blood related, like adopting someone or something, maybe that'll become obsolete. Maybe we'll have to all get off the grid some kind of way and go old school. Like, if you don't know me personally, you literally don't know anything about me, okay? I don't know. And I don't even know if that's possible or what that would look like, okay? Like, I don't know. And I honestly don't know. It just makes your mind flip, though, that even imagine it, because everything is internet these days, right? But I'm just thinking, if they don't have any control over the internet, like, seriously, I'm just going to spit it out and say it. No one else is saying it. Either they're too scared or they haven't even considered it, because the government has these official websites that say, report all internet crime right here, because we care and we can do something. And then we do that thinking, yeah, let's go tell the government, they'll take care of us. And then we do that, and then like the scammers call the next day. Like, I'm like, what the heck? Like, what? And so I am going to be the one person that's like, you know what? It looks like this whole thing is like a farce, because it looks like you're completely incompetent, or you're in with the scammers. I don't know which way it is, but all I know is that I keep getting these calls and solicitations and all that stuff as if you do not exist. As if you do not exist. So I'm with Doge. Like, because if the scammers are going to scam anyway, because the whole thing is a farce, then we should not have to pay for it. We shouldn't have to pay for it, because I feel no obstruction. I see, and we never get any. Have you reported any internet scam crime? Have you seen anything come from of that? No. Have you? No? Okay, then. So we never get any updates. We never get any updates. We never get any communications. We never get any tangible metric on what is happening when we report these scams. Being scammed out of Social Security money, being scammed out of a child's birthday money, being scammed out of rent money, being scammed out of having marks on, potentially on your credit that's not you, doesn't reflect anything you did, and they're not, your own government is not taking you seriously. So you're telling me you're American government, you're the most powerful government in the world, and you can't defeat a barefoot swindler in Indonesia? Like, Doge, I hope you get completely doged, okay? Because why are we paying you? You're not doing anything. And then even if you are, let's say that they are, y'all, because I don't believe they are, but let's say they are. They're not telling us. So it looks like, I feel like we have trusted long enough, okay? Because I know that's what I do. Every time I report these scams and stuff, that could hurt me or someone else. I'm doing it because I trust that I'm not wasting my time. Okay? Only to get the same communications a day later, 2 weeks later and stuff. So why should they not be doged? I don't understand. Tell me what job where your boss just trusts you indefinitely and you just never give any type of like report on what you've been doing, like, and your boss doesn't see it's not like they can see what you've done well, so you don't even have to give a report because they can notice what you've done, to see what you've done. Like if you're a farm or something, they just draft past the farm and they're like, wow, the money I invested is going well with that farm, because they could see all the produce, they could see the crops, might even see you working the crops, and they don't even bother to contact you because they could see what you're doing. But this is not the government. So let them be doged for all I care. Let them be doged, because apparently, y'all, I'm unplugging from the Matrix. Stay plugged in the Matrix if you want to. I am pulling the plug from the Matrix, and I'm like this for the Doge, okay? Get Doge, because these things not only do they keep happening, they keep getting worse. They keep getting worse, and what do you call it? With potentially worse stuff. Now they got like this new type of thing where like you can put like a deed on a place or something like that. It's getting ridiculous. You don't even own the place, but you can get like a deed or something to pretend like you own a place, and then sell it, and someone already lives there. They pay. I don't know how you end up doing that, but that just proves that they need to be doged, because how do you sell something that belongs to somebody else and no one catches that? Your government, our government, y'all can cry if you want to, talking about something they don't need to be doged, but it looks like it. At least the scam department, it looked like it, because y'all, how are we safe with Homeland Security? How are we safe if they can't even stop a simple phone call? They can't even do. It's not a bomb. You're not asking, yo, can you intercept this bomb? Like, no. It's, yo, can you stop these phone calls? They can't do it. So I'm trying to so when y'all gonna unplug from the Matrix, they either are in league with the scammers, or they're impotent. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry that you want to feel like your government got the internet and the phone communications under control. It don't look like it. It don't look like it. It don't feel like it. Because how many of y'all keep getting the scam calls? How many of y'all got to take the phone away? Your only recourse is to take the phone literally out your grandmother's hand. It's that bad, because you thought that you could report the number, but once you found out that you did the report, but they just called back a week later, now you know your only recourse is to monitor. You have to literally monitor the phone, because your U.S. government sucks. They cannot control the internet. They have no control over the phone lines. So how do they have control over Homeland Security? I don't understand. I don't get it. Like you want me to believe that my information and everything is safe and secure, but you can't stop a phone call. I'm struggling, y'all. Can somebody please explain to me why I should have faith in the government? Okay, please explain. Please explain. If they can't stop a single Somalian phone call, they can't stop a single Nigerian PayPal scam. They're completely useless. They're impotent. They can't do nothing, or at least that's what they want us to believe. So I'm like, so why are we paying you? Like, get rid of that department, and then at least we're not screwed mentally. Because on one hand, you're leading us to believe that this is what you do, which clearly it's not. So you need to stop getting paid for that. But then on the other hand, you're saying that you can't do anything about it. This department of the government is the only department in the government that literally tells you two opposite things at the same time, and no one calls them on it. They're at the same time telling you we can't do anything about this, while at the same time having a whole website where you can report the stuff that they can't do anything about. Y'all, stop it. You stop it right now. Let Doge happen, okay? Doge needs to happen. And all of y'all that get in the way need to stop. You but stop it right. I demand that you stop, because this is a blessing. This is a blessing from the Lord, okay? What other job can you literally tell your boss two opposite things of reality and keep your job, and your boss not fire you like right there on the spot? What other job can you do that? Like, yes, boss, I did write the report, but I can't really turn it in until 2 weeks from now because I gotta work on it. Like, what other job can you say that with a straight face and not be fired? Like, that sounds like you didn't do it. Like, okay, guess what? Y'all, stop it. I'm trying to say, if you don't stop it right, let Doge happen. Let Doge happen. This is utterly ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. Please, America, stop fighting Doge, okay? Stop it. We could use the money. I mean, look, let me just be... We might need the money for how much they letting us get scammed, okay? And I hate to be that. It almost seems a little bit ignorant, but it makes a lot of sense. If you don't know, because your government is letting these Nigerians, these Somalis, your government is letting fellow Americans buy other people's houses with them literally sitting there eating dinner. And while you eating dinner, your house getting sold by your Nigerian next door neighbor, okay? And your government is the one that's letting it happen. But you fighting for their jobs. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Lord Jesus, please help us. Make this make sense. Y'all fighting for these people to keep their job of doing what exactly? Because they're not helping you. I'm like, they're not helping us. So when are you gonna unplug? That's it. Like, what? And yes, like, we let Doge give you money because you might need it. Like, when you get that next scam phone call where someone sells your house and you have to go buy your house back. So you have to literally buy your house twice. Then at least the government gave you a good amount of money back so that you can, have money for the scammers to scam you. Whereas now, the government is making the money, all the money, while not doing anything for you. And you're getting scammed. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you're going to get scammed either way, you follow what I'm saying. If you're going to get scammed no matter what, because your government is not doing anything for you, okay, you might as well be scammed with $5,000 extra dollars. Why should you not get a cut? Hello. Why should you not get a cut of this? It seems like they are. The scammers are getting paid, and the government is letting them. They're not doing anything. And then the government is getting paid to read about the scammers. And frankly, it's almost like, so it's like some type of sick like a sick economy porn. It's like a sick type of economy porn. So like they just read the riveting stuff that's just happening to you. Like, yeah, like they took my grandma's social security number. They took my wife's social security number. They mixed the two identities up. Then they flipped my house. While I was taking a shower, they flipped my house. And then like some people moved in while I was still in the shower. While I was still in the shower, some people moved in. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And they were like, look, man, I don't know what's going on, but you got to get up off my property. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I live here. This is my house. Like, yeah. Okay. So the government is getting a cut. The scammers are getting cut. The only person that's not getting cut is you. The one fighting for the person who should be fighting for you. That's like you going outside, and there's nothing wrong with this per se in some context, but if it happens every single time there's a problem, you going outside and there's a cop and he's arresting somebody and you have to help the cop complete the arrest, and you always have, but if you always have to do that, like, why don't you be the cop? That's what I don't understand. Like, why don't you be the cop? Because clearly they can't do it. If you always have to do it, it's one thing. If sometimes you need a good Samaritan, it's another thing. If they can't do it by themselves, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's making a cut but the American citizen. Make it make sense. And y'all out there, it's freezing today. It wasn't, yeah, but y'all are out there fighting. They're not fighting for you. They're not fighting for, I don't even see them trying. They're not even telling you. This is even more insulting. Okay? They're not even telling you that they're fighting for you. I just realized that. They never said, read the fine print. They never said that they were fighting for us. Okay? They never said they were fighting the Nigerian scammer for us, y'all. Read the fine print. They never said that. They did allude to it, because they're sneaky and conniving, but they never said so. So I've unplugged. I don't know about you. I hope we all get that check, okay? You need it, especially since the government has let them turn them loose upon, not turn them. That seems to imply that the government directly is doing this, when I just think it's carelessness. It's just complete carelessness and lack of concern and consideration. Okay, but nonetheless, you need that money. We all need the money, because the way the government don't take care of us at all when it comes to our information, when it comes to the safety of our information, the way they could give 2 flying flutes, okay, 2 flying flutes and a broom, okay, in regards to our information, okay, we might as well get that money, because we don't know who gonna get scammed next. It's the wild, wild west. It's the wild, wild west on the internet, on the phones, okay? Like Michael Jackson's song, they just don't care about us. That's it. They just don't care about us. The Nigerians, the scammers don't care. The American government don't care. And you, when you put the report, and quite frankly, you would think that they should be looking for that. That's one of the only things where, and maybe but any other job you go out, you find and stuff, not necessarily, but like many other jobs, you go out, you search, you find, you do research, you get metrics, you get data, you survey, you analyze metrics and data. On this, you go to them and you file a report, and they still don't do nothing. They still don't do anything. I'm like, y'all, come on now, y'all. Come on now. When y'all gonna plug? I'm already unplugged. They don't. It is a farce. It is a, what do you call it? A placebo. It is a placebo. I have been reporting and everything. And this is just fake. Okay? It's fake. The website needs to be taken down off the FBI list because the website is fake. Okay? It is just all a sham. Okay? It's a crock. We've been duped. Okay? Let there be Doge. Now, everything is starting to, as long as they actually do it, like fighting for the kids, you know, hopefully they're doing something with Homeland Security. But you would think that that information is Homeland Security, right? And yeah, definitely a human trafficking, but yeah, I'm gonna end this now. Okay, bye.